Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are on day 2 of Flawless February. And if you guys didn't see my first introduction video, I am doing 5 days straight of makeup tutorials for you guys, looks that you have been requesting. I am fulfilling in the next 5 days. This is day 2's look, and I wore it in a couple videos, and you guys wanted to see how I created this look, what products I used. This is one of my favorite looks for this series, and I couldn't wait to film it for you guys today. So if you want to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. We're working with this beautiful glitter from MAC today. It is in the shade Bronze, and it's part of their Glitter Brilliance collection. So we're doing the eyes first, just in case we get any fallout. And I'm also using the Too Faced Pretty Rich palette to start off the eye look. And we're kind of doing a halo glitter look today. So I'm using the shade, it's Cashmere. Just going to round out my eye. Typically I bring it out a little bit just because that's the shape I prefer, but when we do have a halo eye, I do like to round it out a bit. I'm starting out with just a little bit of a transition shade, and then I'm going to start deepening the outer corner and the inner. And it's easier for me just to look down into a mirror to see where I'm applying this for a halo eye. Just taking a clean brush in the shade, it's Designer. It's looking a little harsh on this outer corner. It's just gonna help blend out this rough edge. You can use your translucent powder to do this. I find it's like a little eraser if things are starting to look a little bit harsh. You can blend out just with a clean brush, but it does help a little more to have powder to blend out powder. That blended it out nicely. Now to slowly deepen that halo, we're going to use this beautiful reddish brown, and this is just a NYX number 15. The color is called Oh That's Rich. And we're just going to work it in the lower part of our outer corner and also our inner corner. Now that I have the basic halo shape going on, I want to add just a slight bit more crease. Just deepen that up. I always go back and do this. Sometimes it looks a little unbalanced. I just want to add a little bit more depth. If you don't have this bronze glitter from MAC, there's so many beautiful glitters in this palette. You can just pop one of those in the center. For the glitter on the center, I just use my Lit Cosmetics Clearly Liquid Glitter Base, and then I dip a small synthetic brush in there. I virtually get zero fallout when I do it correctly. So I just have to get the right amount of liquid. And I'm just going to tap this on the center of my eye. So you can pack more, you can pack less. Just want a nice even layer. I didn't get any glitter on my face that time around, so I had a good mix of liquid to glitter. But I do have glitter on my fingers. Could very well get that on my face now. For this look, I stuck to just brown, and I did a brown liner. This is the new roller liner from Benefit, which I love because it's a nice, easy to work with pen, super fine tip, and I love a good brown liner. I love how halo eyes look without a liner, but we're doing a liner for this, and I believe day 4 I'm doing a halo look with no liner. I'm trying to do a bunch of different techniques. To make the liner nice and sharp, I'm just going to take a little bit of my foundation palette. This is the RCMA series favorite palette in olive. If you're looking for a nice olive palette and you have trouble finding olive skin tones, I would recommend this. This is just going to make it a little bit cleaner. And just quickly curling my lashes, and then I'm going to apply a light layer of my Benefit Roller Lash. I'm trying to only open up one mascara at a time, and I've actually really been liking this, especially for my lower lashes. So you'll be seeing it a lot in these videos. But I don't like to open up too many, because that's the waist. And then for lashes, I'm going to be using my Lily lashes in Mykonos. I've already worn these many times, but I haven't worn these for a while. And when I put these on for this look, I remembered how much I love these lashes, because I always reach for my Miamis, as you guys know, but the Mykonos are definitely my second favorite style for sure. Mayday, mayday, we dropped one. Sometimes when I drop a lash, I can never find it. I don't know how that happens. Like, how can it just disappear? Has that ever happened to you? Dropping your lash and not being able to find it? It's happened to me more than once. Several occasions, actually. I just can't find it. While I wait for my lashes to dry, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my eye cream, which I've been using the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream, and I've been loving this. It helps your concealer last longer, and I also just find it glides on a lot better. We're gonna finish off the eyes after. Now we're moving on to the skin so that we can put on our concealer foundation and do our under eye area. So I'm using this Stellar Beauty primer. It is their Brilliant Primer, and I got this cute mini size because I wanted to test it out for a while, and I've been really, really liking it. So if you've ever been curious about this primer, they do carry this mini, and it's well priced. So I definitely recommend checking it out. It's so smoothing. The videos where I've been wearing this in, I just feel like I look even smoother than normal. Might be the nicest feeling primer I've ever felt. It's so smooth. Then for this look, I mixed a ton of foundations. I used the Too Faced Born This Way because it's quite deep. And then to make it my color, I used a little bit of my Graftobian palette, and I also used some shades to contour with this. So that is what we're going to do now. Just gonna pump out my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Golden. And then I'm going to use my Smith 157 to apply this to the face. I have my ash brown self-tanner on developing. So it looks like my chest is gray compared to this. But I really like it because it doesn't make me look orange. So when I wash it off, it's nice and brown. And I'm going to use some of these cooler tone colors and just blend it into the foundation. This is going to help make it a little bit more neutral because this foundation is a little bit warm. Just taking a little bit of the foundation off the brush. I need to get closer to my brows. I'm going to move on to my concealer, and I'm using the Fenty Beauty Concealer in 185. I know I used this yesterday, and I will be using a bunch of different products. Just happened that these 2 days in a row I use the same because these are new, which you will see, and the powder. And I've been really enjoying them. So this is very, very light, but I can make it work for when I'm more tan, because this would be my natural skin tone and still brightens me then. This works really well for when I'm tan as well. And I need a beauty sponge. Of course I've got it. Now just going to blend out the concealer. And then I just like to go with my brush along the edges lightly. And then just re-blend that in. So I like a fairly bright under eye. You definitely don't have to go this bright, but I like it. So I'm gonna also use this concealer to highlight. I just finished reading the Nightingale, and I was bawling. It was so good. So technically it would make end of January, but I already filmed that video for you guys. So I have to mention it in February. But I'll put it in the description box for you guys if you want a good book to read. Oh my goodness. So, so good. Concealer is one of my favorite parts. I love how that looks. I don't like baking with the Fenty powder, so I'm just gonna use my Luxie 522 tapered highlight brush to lightly set the face. And I use the shade Butter, and this will lighten me slightly. But once I bronze up, everything starts to come together. So I'm just powdering my face lightly, the under eye. Look at how smoothing that makes it. Oh, I love it. And then this eye. And I'm just going to lightly go over the face and then press it into my problem areas. And I know I say this every time, but this smells like YSL Manifesto. I feel like I'm bathing in it right now. Oh, I love how smoothing this is. Like, bye-bye pores, bye-bye texture. If you're wondering what's on my neck, my sports bra sliced into my shoulders and neck region so that every time I've been tanning, it's been going gunky there. If you have a larger chest and you have a sports bra recommendation, please let me know, because I always end up injured from my chest. To bronze up the skin, I'm using my Marc Jacobs Tantastic. This should not shock you at this point. I love this stuff and I'm trying to use it up. So satisfying to use up a product. I'm really trying to be better with my spending this year. I already have a backup of this though, but I'm still trying to use up all my makeup. Not all my makeup. Some of my makeup. As much as I can. I can never use up all my makeup. This is also more neutral, so it helps bring my color back to normal. I feel like even with not a perfect foundation shade, you can usually salvage it with concealer, powder, bronzer. And I was quite bronzy in this look. And this bronzer brush is from Smith. It's the 154, and it seriously has replaced my Tom Ford. I just feel like it blends it out better, and it doesn't bring it so low. I love this bronzer brush. Just nice to have another option. Using the same bronzer to contour my nose. You guys have seen me do this a million times. So I just go through this fast. My dad just boarded his plane. He has a guy's trip to Punta Cana. I wish I was going somewhere warm. And we're supposed to actually get a snowstorm today, so he's boarding now. We're gonna get, I think, upwards of 20 centimeters of snow later this afternoon. 11/11, make a wish. Does that mean you guys get to too, or just me? For blush, I've been loving these Buxom Primer Infused blushes from the Wanderlust collection. I'm using Ibiza today. I used to always say Ibiza. Ibiza. I used to have a lisp as a child. Grade 4 was it, but they said I'd grow out of it, which I did. But sometimes when I talk really fast, I start getting a lisp again. So when I say Ibiza, it just takes me back to grade 4. Even though that's how you're supposed to say it. Woo! See, look how pigmented that blush is. I like warn you guys about these blush and I start talking and don't even take my own advice. Pay attention. I warned you yesterday, these videos might be a hot mess. Okay, so foundation brush over top. It's so pink. It's pretty, but I'm not one for like a lot of blush. And that is a lot for me. 11/11 on the counter too. It's my lucky day. 11's also my favorite number, if you guys didn't know. What's your favorite number? I feel like a lot of people like 11 though. Like it's a really good number. 1 and 1 just looks nice. I used this highlighter in yesterday's video, but I love it so much. And as I said, I can't put it down. So I used it for this look that you guys wanted to see. And I'm not gonna use something else. This is my favorite highlight brush, by the way. It's the Sephora Pro Highlight number 98. Very similar to the Anastasia, just not as densely packed. It's like the perfect density. You could for sure wear this look for Valentine's Day too. All these looks you really could. I love this so much. And I feel like the more you buff it in, the better. I'm running out of pencil brushes, you guys. Found one, a little travel size. So I'm going to use a pencil brush and do my nose highlight. smaller brush makes it easier. Using my NYX pencil brush, I'm just gonna go back and do my under eye. So I'm taking the lighter brown, it's cashmere, and buffing it on the outer and inner lower lash line. Then taking the darker shade, Oh That's Rich, just a little bit closer to my lash line. This liner from MAC is the most beautiful liner I've ever seen, in my opinion. It's from their Shiny Pretty Things collection, so it is limited edition, and it is called Holiday Time, but I looked and they still had it, so get it while you can. I'm just going to put this on the center, my lower lash line, for a pop of sparkle. Then taking my black eye kohl. This was limited edition from Estee Lauder, but honestly anything will do. This just goes on really easily. It's black in a couple swipes. I need to find a dupe for this. So if you have a eyeliner you like, and maybe you've tried this one from Estee Lauder and the Victoria Beckham collab, please let me know, because I need to find a dupe for that. Because once it's out, I'm gonna cry. And then just finishing off my lower lashes with the roller lash. This has just been really good on my lowers lately. Why didn't you guys tell me this is good for lowers? Who likes the roller lash? Why have I not been using it? For lips, I'm using my Bite lip pencil in 20, and I believe they are discontinuing these, which, why does that happen to me? I mentioned this formula in my 2018 favorites. Now they're on clearance at Sephora. I hope they're just like coming out with new packaging or something. Then for my lips, I'm going to use my Kiss New York Professional Luscious Shine Gel Lipstick. And this is in Sandy Seashore. Just a very sheer layer of that. This is what I kept applying throughout the day. So this was the main color that was on my lips, because everything else I think faded at the point that I was taking photos. But I did apply these prior. And this is in Mykonos Sunrise from Beckham from the Wanderlust collection. Love this formula, and this color is just perfection. It smells different than the other ones. I want to eat it. Then to set my face, I'm using my Arbonne Let It Set Refreshing Finishing Spray. And this is going to make me look a little less powdery and just melt everything together. I love the mist on this. It's super fine. And you have to wait a while because I always bathe myself in setting spray. And let myself dry, finish off my hair, come back, and we'll end this video. This is the completed look for day 2 of Flawless February. I hope you guys enjoyed this bronze halo with peach lip. I'm so happy you requested this look specifically because I really wanted to film it. If you're liking this series, be sure to give it a thumbs up so I know to do more series in the future. I'm having so much fun filming this, so I hope you guys are enjoying being together for 5 days straight. This is only day 2. We have a lot left to do. I can't wait for you guys to see the looks in the next coming days. So thanks so much for watching. Be sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any of the videos in this series or in the future. Turn on the notifications if you want to be notified and not miss any of the videos. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 5 for day 3.